Hello, and welcome to another David Lynch movie review. Now, when I did Elephant Man, it was just to do a movie review. But as it turns out, David Lynch is a great director. And because I haven't done most of the shit I said I'm going to do a David Lynch movie marathon with nothing but movie reviews of David Lynch's movies. Now I'm going to have other videos, like random shit, but no other movie or game reviews until I finish off David Lynch's movies. Am I going to do them all? I'm going to do all the ones I can find. So, my next film, the one I'm going to review right now, was called Straight Stories. Okay. I didn't like this film. I'm going to tell you why I didn't like this film. For one, David Lynch is an artistic director. His movies are always artsy, with confusing plot points, and shit you can't really wrap your mind around. I mean, this dude makes Kubrick look like, a bad director. I mean, this guy's awesome. Well, Elephant Man was straightforward, no confusing. But at least in the Elephant Man, there was amazing actors. Those actors did very well. If you want to see my review on that, do watch it. This is Straight Stories. Okay, it's about an old man who lives in a quiet country town with his disabled daughter. And that's it. That's the premise of the movie. She's disabled, he's an old man. His brother has a stroke and lives in a few states away. And he can't drive and he can't see. Now, I don't mean he can't see as in he's blind. I mean he can't see as in he's old. He's old and he can't see very well. So instead of having a friend drive him to his brother's house, who he does not get along with, he takes a tractor. Yes, he's going to drive across states to go to his brother's house on a tractor. As stupid as that sounds, yeah. Now, that's the main plot. He wants to drive across the state on a tractor. That's what kills the movie. This is why this has got to be one of David... Okay, I don't like Dune, and I'm not going to do a review of it because of how stupid it is. So this is definitely his second worst, and I'll tell you why. That plot is so stupid. And I know, it's an emotional movie. The characters, they're fleshed out enough for that plot. The acting's pretty good. But it's a David Lynch film, and it's also a Disney film. And it's just so stupid. And you don't expect that from a David Lynch film. I don't know. I guess it's like if Kubrick directed E.T. Anyway. So on his travels, on his fucking thing, it breaks his thing. Shit. Okay, tractor. And breaks down. So, and this is where I thought it was stupid. A lot of people think this is a good movie. I thought it was stupid, but he gets a John Deere. Now, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a product placement, but I'll consider it is. So, that's just stupid. But, okay, product placement. He drives product placement across the state. Along the way, he meets a runaway girl who you will never see again, by the way. Yeah, she tells him he's pregnant, and they talk about how his daughter had kids. And because she was mentally disabled, it got taken away from her. So that was it. So now that girl's gone. You never see her again. To be honest, all she was there for is for him to discuss his daughter. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so he met the girl. She's gone. You never see her ass again. So he's driving down the road and driving down the road and driving down the road. And tracking shot, and sky shot, and fuck. Okay, so back again. So after that, after all these shots of cornfields and country, cornfields and country, more country, and him driving on the tractor, and the tractor, the whimsical fucking music, and more shots, more shit, more shots, more shit, and keeps going and going. He meets a new person. He meets a woman on the road because she hit a deer. And she cries, and then she drives off. So he takes the deer body and eats it. There you go. And then he meets a racing team of bike racers or some shit. And he talks to them. He stays overnight with them, and he talks to them about how he's old. Yay. Now, and then he gets into this town, and he's going downhill, and the fucking brakes go off on his tractor, and he's like, oh, and then he crashes on the side of the road, and these people take him in at their house. And this is the best scene in the movie coming up. He goes in a bar with an old man, and they're discussing World War II. This is the most emotional scene in the movie, and if there's any reason to watch this movie, which there definitely is not, because it's like 2 hour waste of time, best part to watch is that one scene when he's sitting with the old man, and they're telling about their war experience, and he tells them that he's the only person who knows that he accidentally shot one of our guys in the head on accident. It's an emotional scene, and it's pretty fucking interesting to know. I mean, that was a good scene. I enjoyed that. But then again, that's interrupted for him more fucking talking about some stupid shit, and we get to see him talk to twins about, oh, they need to respect themselves because they're brothers, and he lost his brother, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so after he gets his tractor fixed, after the brakes went out earlier, more shots. And by more shots, I mean him driving through the country, and more corn, more fields, and more fucking grass. More corn and grass and corn and grass and corn and grass and corn and grass and fucking corn and grass. So, he finally makes it to the city. He goes across the bridge. I have no idea what they were trying to get across there. Tractor may have been dying. He probably didn't like heights. I don't know. They tried to get something across. So he goes in the bar. He has a beer. He hadn't drank in ages since he came back from the war. Has a beer. Talks about his brother. He goes out to the country. His tractor breaks down. Here comes the pointless scene. Some dude comes and he goes, hey, start it up. And he starts it up and starts up. And then he finally meets his brother. Now, if I actually enjoyed this movie, this ending would have pissed me off. So he calls out his brother. They go on the porch, and the brother goes, did you drive all the way to see me on that? Yep. Over. Don't know what happened to any of those fucking characters. We don't know what happened with the daughter. We don't know what happened with the dude in the bar or the bite. Nothing. It was like Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, Disney, David Lynch edition that didn't make no fucking sense. And to be honest, it was stupid. I don't get why people like this movie. It was 2 hours of an old man driving on a tractor. The most emotional scene in the fucking movie is when they're talking about World War II. That's it. This is my second... Well, you know what? No, this movie's worse than Dune. Because at least Dune has the sandworm part, and you can play that over and over again because how cool that is. And it also has some special effects, some interesting special effects. This movie has one scene where they talk about World War II, and the rest is just filler and excuses and fillers and cornfields and fields of corn and fucking grass growing and fucking tractors and more tractors and more tractors. The fuck were you thinking, David Lynch? What the fuck were you thinking? So I give the straight story, a David Lynch Disney film, a 5 out of 10. Could have been way better if it wasn't Disney and if David Lynch would have had some fucking You know what? No, it couldn't have been better. It's about a dude riding a tractor through a cornfield. Who thought of this shit? It's supposed to be emotional and worth watching 2 hours and nothing happens. You know what? I'm done with this movie. Fuck this movie. I don't know which David Lynch film I'll be doing next, but I will see you next time. Peace.